These are the 4 things that they do not tell you about making money online. So the first one's going to be you need to do a lot of free work to get paid. This is the one thing that a lot of people do not understand about online business, which is that in the start, you are a nobody. You have no value. You need to build your value. So if you are building a YouTube channel like I did, you have to post content nonstop every single day to build up an audience of people who like and trust you before you are able to have coaching clients and work with people. It is not just going to come to you overnight. You're not just going to post a video and have a bunch of people trying to work with you unless you got extremely, extremely lucky, which is probably not going to happen to 99.9% of people. Most people have to post before they ever make their first money. That is how it works. Now, this is the same with a lot of different business models. So if you're an editor, you might need to make clips for people, showing them what you could do before they would ever want to work with you. So if you give someone free value, now they're more likely to take a call with you. This is how I actually got my editor. Was he not only made me a clip that I was able to use and post, but he also worked for free until we met a certain criteria, and then we switched over to a monthly retainer. So he worked for free, proving that his skills would improve my business, and then he got paid. So it was all free work for like over fucking like a month or 2 months, and then he got paid, and then we switched to a monthly retainer because I could trust him, and I saw that he was very hardworking, and I wanted him in my business. So that is how you are going to have to approach business, especially in 2025. Everyone and their mother's trying to make money online. What makes you special? Are you fucking William Brown who sold the company for $30 million and you can kind of just come here with insane credibility and authority on the space of helping people scale their brands? No? Okay, well then you're gonna have to put in a lot of fucking free work to prove that you are someone worth working with. And once you build your name and your credibility, it gets easier and easier with time. But a lot of people aren't ready to go through that grunt phase of having to do free work for a long, long time. Like I had to pretty much do, before I made my first dollar from all my social media work that I did, all the postings on YouTube, it was at least 5 or 6 months. And then from there, I made about another $2,000 a couple months later. And then it was another couple months where I made nothing. And then finally, I implemented the right sales and marketing systems, and I was able to consistently generate anywhere from 6 to 10K per month. But that has been my journey. There's a lot of time where I was posting every single day, not making any money. So also, if you are going to be posting on YouTube, you need to have a system to organize and systemize and make it all smooth and treat it like a business. So for that reason, I'm giving you my YouTube strategy board. It is insanely valuable. It helps you organize and track everything so you can produce high quality at a high quantity, and that is going to be completely for free. It's the first link in the description below. And now the second thing is that there are ups and downs, and it is not a consistent paycheck. Even as I have that consistency making money now, there are times when sometimes I don't make money for 2 or 3 weeks, and then on the 3rd or 4th week, it all comes back. And that's how it goes with online business. Sometimes you will have ups, sometimes you will have downs. It is very inconsistent. So if you think that it's just going to be like, oh, okay, I have an online business, I'm making 10K per month, exactly. It's not how it works. You might have a month where you make 2K, and then a month where you made 15K, and then a month where you made 8K, and then a month where you make 4K, and then a month where you go up to 18K. Like that is how online business works. There is no exact consistency. Sometimes you will have some consistency for sure, but there's so many times when there's going to be ups and downs, and it's usually the average of those months that you are going to be making. So it's not really like you get to 10K and that's it. It's just like, boom, you're at 10K. You could be hitting good numbers and then something happens and your business dips a little bit and then it comes back up, and you have to be ready to like go through these ups and downs. And most people are not able to handle the ups and downs. They think that it's just a smooth sailing. It's not a consistent paycheck. That's not online business. You get to a point when you scale and you're making so much that, it's the difference is like, I don't know, instead of being 40K a month, maybe you have a 20K month. But as long as you're not living way beyond your means, it's not a big deal. And you're now making a significant bit of income. And that's how it goes. In the start, it might be a month where you did 2K and then another month where you made like 8K. And then, you have that one bad month in the mix, but you have to be able to be prepared for that. You have to be smart with your money. This is all the things that you need to learn being a business owner. You're not a employee anymore, so you're not going to get your $1,000 a week or whatever you make. It's very different. So you have to be prepared for the ups and downs and the mental struggle that comes with that too. I've had this with so many different businesses, and it does mentally take a toll on you, but you have to be prepared for it. Now, the third thing is you need to be extremely disciplined to succeed. If you are not someone who can stay disciplined with the easy things, forget about starting an online business. If you're someone who relies on external motivation, if you need other people to keep you accountable, if you haven't been able to do something and see it through yourself, just forget about it, honestly. Like, I'm not trying to be harsh, but that's just the reality. Like, I built a lot of my discipline and trust in my word through having a morning routine that I've done now for about 3 or 4 years. And it is consisting of reading, meditating, and gratitude journaling. And I do it even on my lowest days. Like today, this morning, I felt so bad. I felt like a zombie. I woke up and I was like, where is my brain? Why is it's not in here. So I still did my morning routine, even though I felt kind of horrible. I'm not going to lie. Like mentally, it was just an off morning, but I did my morning routine. And because of that, I feel a lot better. And I'm still here recording, even though I had a shit morning. You can't let your emotions dictate your actions. If the action that you need to do today is record content and take sales calls and do X, Y, and Z, that's what you have to do. It's not like you show up to a job and then you kind of snap into it. That's what a lot of people are used to, is like they kind of just go with the flow. You have to be able to be like, this is our job. This is what we must do. And it's that simple. So if you're not disciplined, you're not going to succeed. And the last thing is now going to be more on an optimistic note, which is that you will get a level of freedom that most people would only dream about. And I wouldn't trade my freedom that I've gained for the world. I would never go back to working a 9-to-5 job, ever. I'd rather rob a bank, for real. Like, I will never work a 9-to-5. It is genuine slavery, in my opinion. If the Federal Reserve can print money at will with a click of a button, and you are going to trade your life for that printed money, you are effectively a slave. It's how it works. And I'm not saying that in any sort of racist or negative way, but that is the truth. If you are trading your time for money, doing something that you hate, what are you doing with your life? So the freedom that I've gained from this is the most valuable thing ever, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But there is a lot of pressure and stress and difficulty that goes into gaining this level of freedom. It is not just going to fall in your lap. So as there is that light at the end of the tunnel, it's very difficult to get there. And that's why everyone wants to do it and not many people succeed. But these are the things that are really going to allow you, if you can internalize them and apply them, to have that success. So once again, if you are posting on YouTube or if you are going to start, you really want to have an organized and systemized process to produce high quality content at a high quantity. So that is exactly what this strategy board will help you with, and that is completely for free. It is the first link in the description below. You can grab that now.